Mucho frio. It is extra freezing out here. It literally feel like, I don't know, like we ice skating, man. Some say this is perfect football weather. I say this is like a mini Europe right now, man. I can't even do it, but we gonna do it. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Chatting with the Community. We are live again. Now, last week, we was on the West End, on Evergreen and Fells. Today we on Main Street, in between Elmer Street and Capen Street. And it literally feel like we in between, I don't know, Ohio and Pennsylvania in the winter. But you know, it's Thursday, and we do this Thursdays, and we're gonna keep doing this on Thursdays. Depending on the temperature though, sometimes it may get shorter, it may get longer, man, but we gotta do what we gotta do, but just work with your boy. Next time I gotta bring a few blankets or something out here and some gumbo just to stay warm. But needless to say, man, we ain't gonna keep it playing. Let's get into it, right? Today, the topic is the difference between being homeschooled and educated at home, right? The difference between being homeschooled and educated at home. Chad, what you talking about? Listen, right? Schooling and training are the same thing. Schooling and training is the same thing. Education, not in the Western Hemisphere sense, but in true meaning of education, is to bring out. When you're educating someone, you're bringing out examples, you're bringing out details, you're bringing out experiences. And if you're educating your pupil correctly, they will bring out the best in them. Schooling is no different than we memorizing. What's that joint we used to do at the beginning of school back in the days? The Pledge of Allegiance and the, what's the song? That song we used to have to sing after the Pledge of Allegiance. Bro, I ain't know what none of that meant. I ain't know who the hell we was saluting. I ain't know what song we was singing is for what. I ain't understand the purpose. I just know if I ain't stand up and put my right hand over my heart, they was gonna call my parents. So, to eliminate my parents getting called, I would stand up and rightfully put my right hand and pledge allegiance to the flag. I didn't know what that shit stood for, what it symbolized, what was the reasoning. I just know I had to do it. That's schooling. And I bring this up because I had a flashback of a few occasions when I used to work with particular youth, right? And when I would work with these certain youth, it was like they were so bright, intelligent, and had so much potential. However, we got these kids for but so much time, right? Then they going back to wherever it is that's normalizing their behavior here. Once you build a relationship with these kids, right? These young adults, and some real young adults, like 24, 23, and you talk to them and you build a bond, a lot of the shit that they do not only was normalized, accepted, but in so many ways perpetuated by the household climate. So you ask yourself, like, as a caregiver, as a mentor, a teacher, a counselor, you know what I'm saying? All that's in the same hat. What am I really going up against? And that's not saying to make your fight any easier or you to take it any lighter. What I'm saying is, just like any other boxing match. Before you have a fight, you'll know months in advance, so you get to train, study your opponent. Like, okay, home nice with home left, home like the pivot to the right, home like the dip, jab, right, uppercut. So you're like, all right, if home do that, I'm gonna get ready. So you have some type of preparation. The Super Bowl, you get 2 weeks off, so that's enough time to only rest, but you get to be like, okay, let's watch their tendencies. On 3rd and 4, they like to call these plays. On 3rd and 1, they do these. Home at wide receiver, every time he do is like this with his gloves, he going on a slant route. So watch those tendencies and those cues and be ready. The NBA, you got 7 games. Enough to be like, all right, now shit, this the 3rd game. Home gonna do the same moves. We gonna stop home and home or this over, but they not gonna do nothing we never seen. When it comes to schools, institutions, boys and girls clubs, after school programs, tutors, mentors, there's no preparation. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I don't give a fuck how much evidence-based practices you read. Unless you related to these kids, hey yo, it's a different, I have to be prepared. I have to be ready. I have to watch for these cues and habits and be ready to combat that with that. And even with that, it's never the same. No 2 days are alike with these type of beautiful children we deal with that live in unfortunate circumstances. And I say that to say, like, you may have a kid, like, you got certain children, let's say they brought up in a house where they're congratulated for everything they do. Oh, you did a good job. Oh, give me, oh, you did, oh man, oh, that's my boy, that's my girl, that's my darling, that's my child, I love you. You're beautiful, you are so smart. Give me a hug. Look, you drew that for daddy. Oh man, I'm about to, can I hang this up, this mine? Imagine what that do to a kid. They are like, I'm gonna keep doing this. I'm loving it. But they're gonna eventually depend on that same reaction when they get to be a little bit older. And if they're not getting that same reaction, it's gonna be like, damn, I don't even think I'm good enough. Nobody congratulating me. Something must be wrong with me. I'm not doing something right. Then on the flip side of that, you may have them kids that grew up in that house. Y'all know that house we talking about. If it wasn't yours, it was your cousins, your neighbors down the block. Somebody house you knew where the parents wasn't, let's keep it a stack. The parents were siblings. Like for real. Like I'm talking about smoking weed with the kids, mom's fucking with the oldest son, boy. The whole house know about it. Niggas trapping down. Come on, y'all know that house I'm talking about, bro. I'm not exaggerating. I know I'm not. That house with the youngest daughter, the young baby girl, she ironing the big brother's clothes. She cooking for everybody in the house because she the girl, so she got to do that. While the brothers these little niggas is playing a game and they're talking crazy, running in and out the crib. Mom's in the room saying, y'all just shut the fuck up and close my door. Y'all know what I'm talking about. That's not educating in the home. That's homeschooling. What you mean, Chip? We're training our kids that this behavior is normal. Why? Because mama's word is the strongest. Daddy's word and action is the strongest. Whatever mommy and dad, like, especially if we got, y'all, come on, man. We got them parents that have told our kids, well, if the teacher say this, you telling them, I said, I don't give a da-da-da. Or you telling them, kiss your ass. Or if you got to use the bathroom, they say no, you go piss in the corner. Or you go over there by yourself. Or you just leave. That's what we told in the crib. Now, if y'all like me, if my mother gave me any leeway to be like, well, if your teacher say that, you can do that. Let her call me. Shit, I'm looking for a reason to do that shit. Man, my mom gave me the super green light. And I wasn't even one of those type of kids. But needless to say, I understand the motivational power you get from when you get that validation from home that you're not wrong for your actions and they gotta adapt to you. So what about our kids? I got parents that's involved. That's a different type of schooling. And it's so unfortunate because a lot of these kids don't get to be asked, like, how do you feel about, you know what I'm saying? The house. How you feel about what we could do better in the crib? Or how you feel about you know what I'm saying, mommy, you know what I'm saying, her boyfriend. You like him, he cool? It's never that. It's really just, feel me, this is what it is. You take it and run with it. So they run around with a type of burden that they can't even do at home. So to go to school for 4, 5, 6 hours, feel me, in between time, lunch breaks and all that, and teachers that don't look like them, that can understand them and reach them, and you expecting them to touch them in such a way where they gonna turn their life around? That's the hardest challenge in the world. And unless you come from that background where you can see and understand and be empathetic and be real considerate and loving and caring and be able to massage that, like, man, this not a student, this is my nephew. This not a student, this is my niece, and we can't cross certain lines, but those that know what I know and know what I'm saying, they know what I'm saying because I'm saying what they know, man. We can't, it's hard when you in there, you know what, like, oh, these kids is damn near like, these is my motherfucking aunt kids. These my cousins. We may not be blood related, but bruh, this is my environment. This is what I know. This is what I was cultivated in. I know this normality. And it was so hard as, even if you go back to when you was a kid, imagine being in that predicament with a teacher that don't look like you, telling you to sit down and follow directions. Now, when we talk about educating in the home, that's when we allow our children to be expressive, be creative, give them the tools they need, the encouragement they need. Ask them about the day. Anybody, what's going on in school? Who's your friends? What are they into? What are they doing? How you feel about them? What do you want to do with yourself? Now, that's bringing education because now we're giving our child room to think, to ponder, to consider, to evaluate. When we say shit like, you don't ask me what I said, you do what I tell you to do. What you think they do when they go to school, bro? Man, they either gonna be that passive aggressive or that passive kid in the corner with their head down, with they hoodie on like this in the back of the class all day, or they gonna come at you with some fire, and you better be ready for it, because that fire, it ain't for you. Teacher, counselor, case manager, mentor, it ain't for you. That shit is, this is my way of getting at whoever hurt me while I can. What up with y'all, bro? Y'all take these and keep these, all right? Y'all be safe out here, all right? So, yeah, man, you got to think about it. What we do in the crib, that's what we normalize outside. I know some little dudes, man, and it's not funny and it's not cute, but it's funny and cute if you understand what I'm saying, right? It's like they think they got, like these little, yo, it's like you'll be like, yo, Poppy, you like 10 years old, 9 years old. Feel me? Home like, yeah, man, but feel me, these niggas be dick riding, man, they ain't gonna do nothing. I'm like, yo, where you learn to talk like that? And it's not funny, but it's funny, you know what I'm saying? But it's one of the things where it's like, it reminds me, yo, if you, my champions, my teammates that's watching this, if you don't find a youngin' that's not related to you, if you don't find a youngin' that may not live in your neighborhood, if you don't find a youngin' that you may never seen in your life to grab and give some jewels, we in some serious trouble, bruh. And I'm gonna keep it a bean with you. Cause the way these little dudes and little girls got this different, it's a different type of concrete in there, but they so beautiful. You know why? Because if you know, like I know, when you make eye contact, you can still see that spark. And if anybody know that spark that I'm talking about, it's still there. It's still there, but they just so regurgitating the food they eating at home. And I ain't talking about what's on the plate. Keep it a stack. My father's one of the ones that should tell me, like, man, listen, man, you don't let no man disrespect you. You a man just like them. You don't let nobody. Home don't give a fuck about what your age was. He meant whoever teaches, whatever, whoever make you feel some way, you got perfect right to hold yourself down. That was a battle when you're dealing with teachers, bro. Because you understand whatever, but you taught a certain way, so you fighting this all day, like, You know what I mean? And it wasn't put in a perspective like, this is your educator. He's going to help you and he's going to teach you the right way to graduate. No, it was more so like, embrace your manhood, embrace your confidence, know who you are, and let nobody step on that shit. And we learned that before double digits, man. So when you got teachers that may say something a little edgy, a little different, strong in their tone, and these little dudes react like, man, who the fuck you talking to? You gotta ask yourself, or remind yourself, he was prepared like that. He was taught that. That came from somewhere. He was schooled like that. That's where he got his schooling from. We gotta start understanding the difference between schooling our kids and educating our kids, because quite honestly, the way it's going now, how you doing, my lord? The way it's going now, we gotta start literally educating or switch up the type of schooling. Let's make it interesting and fun in the crib back in the like we used to back in the days, man. Make it fun or make it worth having. You got some kids that don't want to be home. That don't want to be home, and nobody don't want to talk about the real shit. Everybody want to talk about peer pressure, it's these kids, they watching videos. I won't make it an absolute. I won't make it an absolute. Yes, we got some kids that choose to do X, Y, and Z, that have provisions, that have parental guidance, that they choose. But I'm talking about the ones, y'all know which ones I'm talking about. I'm talking about the ones who, like, they fight their father. Little mama fighting her moms. Feel me? Little mama got to worry about mom's boyfriend at night. You feel me? Little homie watching home mom get beat up by his stepfather. Like, I'm talking about those ones, bro. Them the ones you got to really sit down and remind, like, what circumstances is and how sometimes life can look a certain way, but that don't got to define you. Them the ones you got to massage and remind that they have life in them, man. Because if not, come on, man. Y'all, man. And that's another thing, man. I want to really push out this message to the parents, me included. I got to work on some things. I'm not the perfect parent, but needless to say, we got to start asking ourselves, are we educating our kids or are we schooling them? And even if we're schooling them, what are we feeding them? And if we're educating, what are we bringing out of them? There's no way they shouldn't have to be going into school dealing with shit from home. We got kids coming in school tired, sleepy because they couldn't sleep because they house the trap. You got kids that can't go to sleep at night because they crib is the trap. And I'm not judging. I overstand it, but come on now. That's why we wonder why. Oh, what you mean she not doing good in school? What you mean he acting out? Or didn't I tell your ass if they call me, I'm gonna whoop your ass? Go in your room. Give me all this shit. Shut up. Who you talking to? Pow. Bro, what the fuck? Who you talking to like that? Boy, you better not look at me like that. Who you looking at? You want to fight? Put your pow. Yo, that shit happens, bro. That goes on. I don't know. Hey, yo. I don't give a fuck. That shit teacher. You don't talk to me like that. You talk to them motherfucking teachers like that. You don't talk to me like that. Matter of fact, come here. What you said again? Pow. Then they going to school the next morning. Hey, yo. Ask yourself, how are you schooling and how are you educating your kids? Because they bring that with them, man. We talking about young kids, man. I know some young dudes. I'm like, ain't no way in the world, home. Where you heard that from, yo? Huh? Who told you that? Oh, man. You how old again? Oh, shit. Bro, you supposed to be, you still ticklish. I could tickle you right now. Bro, I could tickle you right now. You will laugh so hard, you'll fart. What you mean you G'd up? What you mean fuck them kids? You 10 years old? Oh, man. Bruh, when I was in school, I used to be petrified to say anything crazy to how y'all brothers doing? Yes, sir, peace. I used to be petrified to talk a certain way around certain adults. You know why? Because I thought all the adults knew my parents. And my parents used to be the one like this. If somebody tell me you're outside acting up, I'm going to bust your ass. And I'm like, man, shit, I'm straight. Wherever I'm at in public, I ain't, man. Look, I'm behaving. I'm straight. Some of these kids now, my nigga, they man, who you talking to? You'll be like, what? You don't know how to. You got some of these young dudes, bro, that's like this, and if you don't overstand it, you'll take offense to it. Feel me? But if you overstand it, it's a certain empathy and sensitivity that you want to just hug home. Like, damn, Pa, come in, man. I hate you got to go through this right now. I hate you got to be exposed to whatever you're exposed to, because I'm already seeing you learning. You getting schooled early. He ain't being educated. You being schooled early. Some of these little niggas could, man, you ask them, yo, spell Connecticut. You ask them little dudes, hey, yo, what gangs, man, what gangs near you? Home busting down the holes. Yeah, because they throw this up and this mean that, man. And then we drop this and we throw this and this mean that and then this and that. You like, well, damn. I don't want to hear nothing about these kids can't learn. They can learn like a motherfucker. Home bust down the whole hood, bruh. In 5 minutes. He broke down the blocks, what he like to do, who he fuck with, all that. You like, damn, you ask home to spell the state he live in, he don't even know. Peace. I got $1 for you. No problem, bro. Yo, that shit is real and it's scary. Yes, sir. This is something we do in the community every Thursday, man. We build with our family and friends about certain issues and problems and thoughts that we deal with on a normal basis. To trying to find a collective solution where everybody can feel peaceful, where everybody can feel unified, and everybody can feel in love. You know what I'm saying? And right now we're talking about the difference between being schooled at home, homeschooling, and being educated at home. You know what I'm trying to say? Because education is to bring out. That's me sitting you down asking you, what do you know? What do you want to know about? Schooling is telling you what you're going to do.
Yep. I already knew you was going to say that.
You smell me? So that's what we are right now discussing, why a lot of our inner city youth come into these school institutions with a certain demeanor, a certain attitude, a certain walk, because of how they're schooled at home or educated. We ain't gonna make it an absolute like they are, you know what I mean? But the majority of the ones that we want to focus on, they being schooled a certain way. They know more about
brainwashed and shit. I know.
Before they get a chance.
I know. Trust me, I blocked all that shit out when I was young.
Word.
Trust me.
Word. That shit fuck with you.
I'm right with you.
Alright, word. Alright, bro, man. I ain't gonna hold you.
People tell you what to do.
Oh, man.
I know.
Man, listen.
I know, trust me.
Listen.
I feel the vibes.
Oh, man. Well, be safe, bro.
Yo,
and keep
that
paper on you. Keep reading that paper.
Yeah, I will.
Yes, sir.
It's gonna stay right there in that pocket,
Always. Yes, sir. So yeah, man, yes, sir. Appreciate you. Yo, bro, you got people, bro. Like I said, man. How I heard, bro. Man, I remember hearing some mothers talk to their daughters in ways that I understand why they had the boyfriend they had. And I seen certain mothers raise their sons certain ways. Why I see why they got the women they got. And you can't help but to be like, yo, damn, yo. How many other people is affected by this type of stuff? And it's always us, man. It's always us. And what they are, they have, oh my Lord. What's the joint they say, no home training? I don't know how I let that slip my head. Home training. There you go, bro. There you go. There you go. Our kids receive a different home training, man. a different home training. But you know what's sad? I'm not even gonna say what's sad, right? You know what's interesting? It's just a reflection of us adapting to our environment, us adapting to our reality, us adapting to our circumstances. I know you only going to school for a couple of hours, but while I'm at work, I don't know where your father at, or your father at work, your big sister not home, or you. I need you to know how to handle yourself. I need you to know how to walk these streets by yourself. I need you to know how to defend yourself. I need you to walk these streets with confidence. I need you to recognize, man, this shit about to get real. Let me touch me, I'm out of here. I need you to know, man, who you talking to? I need you to know how to survive. And that's the part of the homeschooling in our inner city communities. It's a double-edged sword. Because when it comes to the institutions, it's hard to turn off. But in the real world, that's how we make. Y'all know what I'm saying, man. Come on, shit. You talk about living a double life. That's a double life. Yo, I gotta go to school and bring out a certain piece in me to get a passing grade. That don't really speak to me, but it just speaks if I could memorize and be schooled in a certain way and pass a grade. At the crib, I gotta be on point with certain shit, because this is my life, this is my family. I gotta really be on, you feel me? I gotta be on point. I don't got time for that right there, if that's not speaking to my reality. I gotta, feel me? My father, I gotta make sure I got a little sister, I got a little brother, I gotta, yeah, what? Yeah, I think I heard that on YouTube or something, but yeah, I don't know, just hit me later, bro. I gotta go. Caregivers, teachers, counselors, case managers, everybody. I won't make it an absolute, but I will absolutely say this. We have to be so transparent, so empathetic, but at the same time, firm. Our kids deserve that. And you know the ones that know that they need that, they just not used to it. You know the ones that know they need somebody to be like, yo, where you at? Yo, what? Hey, yo, what? Man, nigga, you ain't have practice today? Yo, why you calling me you at school, bro? No, this shit boring, bro. If you bored, go grab another book or something. Call me when you out of school, bro. You think I'm gonna talk to you while you on the phone at school? I love you. Long as you say, I'm happy you called me. Bro, I'm so happy you called me, yo. I love you. No, I love you, little bro, baby brother. Thank you. But listen, we not even about to play like that. Finish that class, finish that day, call me and we'll build. If I don't hear from you later on the night, then we got a problem with our trust, because I'm trusting you to call me because I'm telling you something you want to hear. Now, if you can't call me because it's something that you want to hear, then we got an issue. Yeah, all right, yo. You get a call later that night. Educating. Yo, what was that about earlier, yo? No, man, listen. How you feel about your education, bro? How you feel about school? You don't think it's worth your time? How you see yourself? Bro, if you saying you want to do that, well, guess what? You got to know how to count, bro. You got to know how to multiply and divide. You got to know something. If that's what you want to do over there, and if you want to do all that other shit, once you learn about what great leaders did in history between wars, how they ain't even have to raise a fist or drop blood to get a point across. Learn about that way if you want to do it that way. Educate yourself. Because the training not working. We losing too many of them. So something ain't right. I try to remind these little dudes all the time, bro, if you want to claim that, all right, cool. If you want to rep that, that's cool. Why can't you be the one that rep that, but the one that made it to college and been a lawyer? Where's the written that says you can't do that? Why can't you be the one that rep that and became a college scholar and an entrepreneur? Why you can't be the one with that tat and started your own basketball league? Why are you the one that can't start, was repping that and go open up your own restaurant? Where is it written that as long as you rep this, you just gotta just live and die and go to jail and just struggle and find, like, come on, bruh. If we gonna be real, let's come down to how we're schooled. Long as I could just watch and see niggas chilling and not make no real moves, or as long as I'm watching niggas chilling and making real moves. Some little dudes do get it. They do. Hey, man, I'm not making no absolutes. What I will absolutely say is there's a difference between being homeschooled and being educated in the home. Into my youth, I love y'all. Y'all know, man. I love y'all. Oh man, yo, it gets too emotional because it's oh damn, man, it's different, yo. It's a different type of, oh man, yo, and you know they got to be ready for, oh man, that's the part that get tricky, sticky, and icky, man. You know y'all need this school shit, but I know what y'all going home to. Oh man. Poppy, I know you the only man in the crib. Lil' bruh, I know you the only man in the crib. Damn. But I'm one of the ones like this, right? I don't believe no policies, no politicians, no organ. I don't believe none of that is going to save us the way we know and feel we want. That's going to come down to collective unity in the community. That's going to come down to these little dudes knowing who's the grandma on the block, who's the grandpa on the block, who's the maintenance. Like we have to get back to being outside in a way where it's like we're engaging and reminding each other why we here, who's here to help you. We're here together. Sometimes I drive these streets, bro, and they be so cold, dead, empty that I be like, yo, wow. Because the Hartford I grew up in when I was a kid, you couldn't drive down certain blocks, not because of, yeah, that too, but you couldn't, because it was so packed. There was so many people outside, bro. Niggas on bikes, regular bikes. You will see throughout the day, bro, damn near 40 different groups of 10 teenagers on bikes. Some niggas getting robbed and knocked out for their bikes. Some niggas getting their scooters stuck. That was the average day of a teenage boy in Hartford. It was fun as hell. And everybody was outside. It was having fun. It was some unfortunate stuff going on too, but at the same time, collectively, it was an exploratory, awesome time. When I see some of these little dudes and they gotta settle for being there behind buildings all day and all night, I'm talking about behind cuts. And you like, y'all niggas been here all day? Bruh, how y'all get to the store? Y'all don't never leave here? Oh, man. It's to that? Oh, damn. That's scary, because if y'all like me, I want these little dudes to have the experience of life, man. A lot of these little dudes got so much potential, they can put Hartford on a different type of scale, on a different type of recognition, a different type of, yo, I wonder what's over there. But the way they be in school, bro, it's like a, oh man, and I get it, yo, and I get it, and that's the part that I fight with. It's like you get it, but you don't want to get it. You get it, but you don't want to get it. You don't want to accept it. You don't want to allow it. But it's one of the things where it's like, history is older than me. History is older than me. A lot of the history in these Hartford streets is older than me. If for some sick-ass, crazy witchcraft, voodoo, strange reason, I feel like not only myself, but a few brothers and sisters I know personally can change that. And those few brothers and sisters I'm talking about is those who's watching this on their own time. Those who know somebody on this own time. Like, it don't gotta, I can't do nothing by myself. I damn near could walk by myself when my back hurt, let alone change something like that's been historically known. And inner city communities around the world, not just Hartford, around the world. But for some strange sick reason in my brain and in my spirit, I know and feel with the right people that just knew their power, with the right people that knew their influence, with the right people that knew their presence, with the right people that knew their value on the street level, could just this. You don't got to do it like this, right? Just enough for these kids to be like, okay, word, I got a decision. That's all we want, bro. I want these little dudes. There's some of these little dudes that's so young that's involved in this shit. It's like, bro, have you kissed a girl yet? I don't think you kissed a girl yet. You ever fell off your bike yet? Bruh, have you walked over there by yourself yet? Like those type shits. There's some little dudes that ain't never get to experience that yet. Here you go, bro. Thank you. Yes, sir. All right, take it easy, all right? There's some people that never experienced real life, bro, because how they was schooled. Here you go, sister.
Thank you.
No problem. Have a good night.
Thank you.
There's some people that never got to experience real life because how they was schooled. You gotta be on point. Watch over here. Don't go over there. Be easy. Don't fall with them. Oh, don't go over there. Watch that. And you like this. That's what you doing, yo. That's stress. That's depression, bro. We got to change the way we school and educate our children. Let them express themselves in the home. Make it normal for them to express themselves. Walk them through those steps of getting themselves together and understanding, all right, I don't got to go that way. I can do it like this and I'm okay. You got some kids, bro, that I done seen some kids do some things out of anger and feel so guilty afterwards, but they just didn't know how to say I'm sorry. They didn't know how to say I apologize. I ain't mean it. Is it, feel me? They got a certain way with it. And unless you overstand, you're not going to get it. But when you overstand, it's like, damn, it hurts you because it's like, damn, they struggling. They fighting this shit. They know what they know how they want to be, but they know that home, that's not what it is. So it's a different type of, they all day they're like this. I don't know to go left or right. This how they doing in the inside. And if you don't understand that, you'll call their parents and be like, he's misbehaving, or she's threatening me, or they're not engaging. Where some of us that understand is like, damn, man, if I could hug this little dude, give home, you know what I'm saying? That's what I'm going to do. So my challenge is not only to the staff, the faculty, and the individuals that work in these institutions, but to our parents, me included. Let's change the way we school our children, and let's change the way we educate our children in the home. It starts at home, and home is where the heart is. You know what I'm saying? So, and I ain't gonna hold you. It's brisk out here. I'm gonna remind y'all one more time where we at. We right on Main Street, on the north end of Hartford, right in between Nelson, Elmer, and Capen. Right at the bus stop. Needless to say, breathe. Be in the moment and be yourself. Stay positive. Stay motivated. Stay real. One chant.